This modest tuition increase will help our universities continue to provide students with a world-class education.
Right now, bumping up the cost of tuition. The UW system president's proposing the first rate hike in a decade.
And anti-theft upgrade, we're going to show you how you can prevent your vehicle from being stolen.
And we've got a near miss with this storm system that's going to be mainly staying to our south. We do have a chance of some rain this weekend. We'll have a look coming up.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Friday morning. Got that Friday feeling this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter.
I'm Chris Stanford along with Kelly Slifka in your first warn forecast. We got something on the radar this morning, but the good news is it is gonna miss us.
Yeah, it's going to stay to our south. I think a lot of people probably are happy with this because, you know, we've been kind of dealing with very active weather over the last several weeks with the snow coming in and it melts and just creates a lot of slop. This storm is going to be mainly staying to our south. You can see on our Doppler track that it's mainly just rain right now as it's moving through Illinois, and it should be passing into the southern suburbs of Chicago, so well away from us. The only thing we'll see from this storm system is a bit of a wind picking up. Right now it's out of the east, and it will turn more northeasterly, picking up at about 10 to 15. We're starting out at 29, so we are below freezing this morning. Wind speeds right now not too bad, 5 to 10, but they will pick up going into the afternoon. But it will be dry right through tomorrow morning. We have another system coming in from the west, a weaker one, that may produce some scattered rain showers as we go through tomorrow afternoon. And it will be mild enough that it will be rain mainly as temperatures rise well into the 40s this upcoming weekend. So Doppler track today, temperatures in the 30s throughout the morning hours as that wind starts to pick up early this afternoon, starting to shift more out of the northeast today. But I think we'll top out in low 40s today. May see a little bit of sun off to the west. 29 right now with the clouds moving in as we'll see temperatures in the 30s through the noon hour. We'll take a look at the weekend forecast, and it does turn quite a bit cooler next week. More on that coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Breaking news at 6:01 this morning, the Fort Atkinson Fire Department says they rescued one person last night that had fallen through the ice. At around 9 o'clock, Fort Atkinson Fire was called to Lake Koshkonong for a report of 2 people falling through. When they arrived, one person had already pulled themselves out. The department says that both people are okay this morning, but another reminder that ice is not safe right now.
And new this morning, Belleville police say a child walking home from school found a gun.
Police say the child immediately knew what to do when they found the gun. They told their parents, who alerted police. The gun was recovered without incident, and it is possible the gun is related to another incident that remains under investigation. Belleville police praised the child's quick thinking for containing the situation and preventing it from getting worse. Police want parents to talk to their kids about gun safety and remind them to never pick up any guns they find in the open. Like many departments, Belleville police offer free gun locks to anyone who needs them. Continuing coverage now on how drivers can keep thieves from stealing their vehicles. Pay attention if you have a Kia or Hyundai, which are the most targeted. An important software upgrade is now available for certain models newer than 2011. What you'll need to do is take it into a dealer to have them install the software. It fixes a major defect. Thieves have figured out how to steal certain models without ever needing a key.
I believe we had more than 25% of stolen cars in the summer of 2022 that had keys inside. They're called crimes of opportunity for a reason because they're easy to commit, take a matter of seconds, and then you are kind of left with dealing with that aftermath.
Madison police saw a 270% increase in stolen Hyundais and Kias between the summer of 2021 and last.
New information now about ballot applications that our station's gotten a lot of calls and emails about. A nonprofit group called the Center for Voter Information is blaming a printing error for a number of folks receiving mail ballot applications with incorrect information. The group says the company's quality control sensors experienced an electrical failure, and that caused the failure. Only mail-in ballots were included with this error. None of the mailings themselves included ballots. If you're unsure, you can check your registration status and whether you have an absentee ballot request at myvote.wi.gov.
The case against the Beloit man charged with murdering a woman could move forward today. Tyrone Young admits he shot Sifiana Busar, but claims she shot him first. Young called 911 and had a gunshot wound to the shoulder. 5 children were in the home at the time. Court records show the two were in a messy custody battle. Young faces 6 felony counts, including first-degree intentional homicide. He has a preliminary hearing this morning.
We're still waiting on an update from Madison police about that fatal crash that shut down Gammon yesterday afternoon. One person was killed and 2 others are seriously hurt. So far, we don't know what led up to the crash or who the victims are. But be sure to stay with channel3000.com and News 3 Now for updates.
Looking ahead now, the tuition bill for UW students could be going higher. The UW system president wants a 5% increase. This would mark the first time in roughly a decade the UW has seen a tuition increase. System president Jay Rothman estimates the tuition would raise about $38 million annually. Most of it would go to cover 4% system pay increases in each of the next 2 fiscal years. Rothman will take his plan to the regents for their approval at the next meeting.
This modest tuition increase will help our universities continue to provide students with a world-class education, produce the talent that Wisconsin's workforce needs to succeed, and spark innovation and vitality in our communities.
The amount of increase will vary depending on campus and also on a student's workload, but based on an estimate, UW-Madison could see increases for students of more than $500 for in-state and close to $2,000 for out-of-state students.
Governor Evers wants to sell 3 state-owned office buildings in Madison. It's part of a plan that would reduce the state government's footprint in the city. The plan calls for closing down the State Education Building, more commonly known as GEF-3, the State Natural Resources Building, known as GEF-2, and an old Art Deco-style building constructed in the 30s. That's home to the Department of Health Services. Now, this proposal is part of a much larger plan to consolidate state offices in Madison to save money and also allow for the hiring of more state employees outside of the capital city. The proposal is included in the governor's capital budget request, which would need approval from the Republican-controlled legislature.
6:06 right now. Coming up for us on a Friday morning, it is Girl Scout cookie time in the 608. Find out what's new this year and hear from some local Girl Scouts about their mission.
And Wisconsin men's basketball in Purdue going down to the wire again. Why this ending was a little different than last season.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
It's funny.
Good luck out there.
Garage doors don't like the cold weather, but if it breaks, Precision Garage Door is always ready.
Does not matter if it's raining or snowing or any kind of other weather conditions, we're going to get it done on the same day. We know how important that is to our customers.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things. But with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone. So you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s is a bit of a shocker for me because 40s, I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose. And then 50s hit. And I'm 54, and I really noticed the difference in the firmness of my skin here and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it today for only $19.95. Plus, get free shipping and handling. Visit tintandtighten.com or call the number on your screen.
Can an oven-roasted turkey breast pack so much succulent flavor that the mere glimpse of it induces turkey sandwich daydreams? If it's Hillshire Farm, oh, hell yeah.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
Hi.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
10 after 6 on a Friday morning. It's time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608. Girl Scout cookie season is officially upon us. The Badgerland Girl Scouts stopped by our studios to give us a taste of what Wisconsinites can expect starting tomorrow. It is cookie time, Wisconsin, and joining me on the couch this morning is Lori of Badgerland Girl Scouts and also Zoe of Troop 7116 of Windsor. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is like one of our favorite times of the year. Cookie season officially starts on Saturday. Lori, I want to start with you. What's new for 2023?
Well, it's a great time to be entering cookie season. We've got some new flavors, and we have some of the old favorites that everyone loves. Thin Mints, peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter patties, and of course, caramel delights.
So Zoe, you're obviously a Girl Scout of Windsor. What is your favorite thing about Girl Scout cookie season?
Probably when I go door to door and the people are just so nice. And when we are doing cookie booths, this one time we were at a Walmart and a lady who worked there said that her daughter also was in Girl Scouts and it was really cold out and she bought us hot chocolates, and just I like the kindness of all that.
That's amazing. And you know, the sales are important for what you get to do as a Girl Scout too.
Yeah, we get to go to places like Kalahari, or this year we get to go to Disney or Orlando, Florida for a reward. It's pretty fun. And also, if you don't want to buy a cookie, you can donate to charities, and a lot of the money also goes to Badgerland for other things about Girl Scouts. Like,
so, Lori, obviously the impact here, you know, you kind of forget we love the cookies, but really what this is going for is the best cause.
Yeah, really, Girl Scouts have a really unique platform during cookie selling season to really learn valuable skills that last them a lifetime. And really, when you think about it, girls are making decisions about their businesses. They're learning, they're discovering where and when to sell, how to market their business, what they want their proceeds to go to. They're setting goals even before the season starts, and then creating ambitious plans to achieve those goals. And of course, lots of Girl Scouts, just like you, are telling us that their favorite part of cookie selling season is really connecting with their customers and working alongside their team of sister Girl Scouts and their families.
I mean, this has already been like a popular thing already, but the new Raspberry Rally cookies were so popular that they already sold out online, right?
They did sell out for the season, but lots of customers didn't get to try the Adventurefuls last season, excuse me, and they're available in plenty in Badgerland right now.
Wonderful. So a lot of excitement. Thank you guys for being here. And also, I love caramel delights. And look at this big box that I've got in front of me this morning. I cannot wait to dig in.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for having us today.
You bet. Let's throw the information up on the screen right now. Again, Girl Scout cookie season officially begins Saturday, March 4th. It lasts for 6 weeks. Those regular boxes are $5. The gluten-free kind is $6. We'll have all this up on channel3000.com. Zoe sold over 900 boxes during last year's cookie sale. So you add that up, that's at least $4,500. That's a lot.
That is. And it's doing so much good for these girls. And hey, when you got a trip like Disney or a trip to Kalahari on the line, you know, that's a heck of a motivator.
This is always a tough time of year for me, too. Look at this. We've got gifts. It's cookie time. But everywhere you go, because they're all over the place, I have a hard time saying no.
It is really
Especially,
hard.
I mean, you saw how great Zoe did on camera. They do such a good job. Look at this. We got like 5 different boxes.
That's another thing, that they're teaching these, you know, communication skills. Yeah, and for this generation especially, you know, that one-on-one interaction, being able to walk up to a total stranger and ask them a question for someone like that. I mean, that's just
at that age,
building that confidence. Oh, that's a lesson that'll serve her for the rest of her life.
So you're a peanut butter patty fan, unfortunately.
They're gone. Hey,
We opened up one yesterday, and it's like, I know.
Very hard.
We shared it among the morning crew, but.
Yeah, by the way, we're looking at the serving, the nutrition facts. For those peanut butter patties, a serving is 2 cookies. 2. Oh man.
The problem is,
hey, but like here, these are 4 cookies.
We opened up the peanut butter sandwiches last half hour, and you like have these little sleeves. I can eat an entire one of these.
Piece of cake.
In like one sitting. So there you go.
All right.
We're gonna get in trouble for this because we eat and then we have to talk. You know how hard this is.
I'm gonna do it in the right order this time, and I'm gonna tell the people to let you know what inspires the folks at home. So if you got an idea for a story, Josh loves hearing from you. Right, Josh?
I sure do.
He gets a lot of his inspiration from your inspiration. So find him on social media or email him in the 608 at WISC-TV.com.
And now is our moment to dig in while we throw it over to Kelly, and then Kelly has to do the weather while we're over here gnawing on some cookies.
Can we just toss to him already so I can take a bite?
If there's any left, I don't know about this. Well, you guys have been chowing down this morning. We got a storm system down to our south. This was the one that we thought maybe would be affecting us. It was going to be close. It's going to be staying well down to our south. In fact, even the southern suburbs of Chicago will be on the northern fringe of it now. So a lot of rain with it, and it's mainly a warm weather system, so I don't expect a whole lot of snow generally out of that system for anywhere across the upper Midwest, and definitely not going to be affecting us. What we're watching is a disorganized system out west that'll be stumbling across the northern Rockies through the plains and may bring us a few rain showers, it looks like, going into Saturday. Storm passing to our south, as just mentioned, mid to upper 40s this weekend. We will watch for some of those afternoon rain showers developing. It looks like Saturday, it's going to be on the lighter side. It's not going to be an all afternoon event, but we'll have to dodge some of those showers for Saturday afternoon as we get up to 46. Sunday, the day dry, may see a little bit of sun as we get up to 47. May see some rain develop, it looks like, by Sunday night. All right, well, we've been mild really much of the last month or so, and we'll remain above normal into Monday. But take a look at our normal highs getting up close to 40, and it looks like next week is going to be colder than average. Temperatures hovering into the low to mid 30s, it looks like much of next week. Right now, we're sitting at 29 in Madison, 32 in Janesville, 29 in the Dells, Lone Rock as well, minimal point at 30. Upper 20s to around 30. 31, though, in Middleton, 29 in Oregon, and we've got 30 currently in Stoughton. So we'll have that east wind that'll pick up, become more northeasterly. We'll be in the low 40s early this afternoon. Later today, some of the western areas might see a little bit of sun peeking through, some filtered sunshine expected. As we go through Saturday, starting off dry with temperatures in the 30s, but by Saturday afternoon, a few light rain showers moving through. It's not going to mount to too much, and they'll be scattered, and I think we'll clear out by Saturday evening. So our first warn forecast, 42 today, a little bit breezy with that northeast wind picking up, and we'll have that afternoon shower chance tomorrow, but mild. Should be rain, 46, 47. Sunday, rain into Sunday night and Monday, then we start to cool down. It looks like much of next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelly. Here's Sports Director Zach Hanley with your morning sports.
367 days ago, there was some magic in the Kohl Center when Chucky Hepburn buried a 3 to knock off Purdue and win the Big Ten championship. The Badgers looking for some more magic with 5th-ranked Boilermakers back in town. Senior night for Tyler Wall. What a 4 years it's been for him. Now, the Badgers trailed by 4 at the break, but stormed out of the gates. Connor Esigian connects from deep, and Wisconsin back on top. Then it's his teammate, Max Klesmit. The kid from Nita had himself a game. He gets into the 3-ball action. Klesmit finished with 19 points. Well, Wisconsin couldn't hold on, and Purdue has a big man named Zach Edey, who's a man among boys. 17 points, 19 boards for him. Wisconsin falls 63-61. Big Ten tournament opener for the Wisconsin women, who are also facing Purdue. Jump to the 4th, 15 seconds left. Badgers down 2. Maddie Wilkie splashes home the triple to give Bucky a 1-point lead with 10 seconds to go. That was the good. Here's the bad. Purdue would hit a 3 of their own and win it 57-55. What a year it's been for the Oregon boys hockey team. Not only did they finally get over that sectional final hump, but this trip to state is the Panthers' first in school history. And now that they're there, well, they've got plans to play 2 games. Mosinee standing in their way in the Division II semifinals. First period, Oregon on the power play. They'd cash in. Andrew Jakey finds Jacob Cameron, and the lamp is lit. Panthers led 1-0 after 1. Second period, the best goal scorer in the state would add to their lead. Jakey scores on the one-timer, and Oregon shuts out Mosinee 3-0. They'll face New Richmond Saturday morning in the finals. On the girls' side, Madison Metro hosting Bay Area in their semifinal matchup. Not even 3 minutes in, the Ice Bears strike. Faye Brunke cleans up the mess in front of the net to make it a 1-0 Bay Area lead. Now it's 2-0 in the second period. And here comes Madison Metro. Leah Grunzinski taps home the rebound, but it wouldn't be enough. Lynx fall 4-1 the final. High school girls hoops, Division II sectional semifinal. McFarland taking on Monona Grove. Spartans stormed out of the gates. Tegan Mullaney lays it up and in, and just like that, it's 9-0 McFarland. Mullaney finished with a game-high 26. MG would answer. Brooklyn Tortorisi dials one up from deep for 3 of her 16 points, but the Spartans would not be denied. Elise Freeman to the cup for 2. McFarland moves on to the sectional finals with a 61-58 win. Down in Division IV, New Glarus and Cuba City going at it in Dodgeville. Cubans got off to a good start thanks to Ella Vosberg. She works hard down low for 2 of her 20 points. Cuba City led by as many as 10 in the first half. New Glarus, though, would come right back. Jordan Rundy with the kiss off the glass, and we have ourselves a ball game. But Olivia Olson could not be contained. She drains the triple, 23 points for her. Cubans knock off the undefeated Glarner Knights 56-50. And Albany and Barneveld facing off for a spot in Saturday's Division V sectional finals. Lady Comets trailed by 5 at the break. Gracie Freitag bringing her team back. She goes off glass to tie the game up. Now the Eagles would respond. Shelby Marks spinning and winning for 2. But then Albany would just run away with this one. McKenna Broughton gets 3 the old-fashioned way. Comets move on with a 53-39 win. Back to you.
Thanks, Zach. Coming up, it's National Employee Appreciation Day.
What that should mean for you when we come back. Stay with us.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
My name's Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family, too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
I like to move it. You like to move it.
We're reinventing our network.
Move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
The sun has risen, the pride has returned, and the time has come to join the circle of life at the Lion King.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day. There's nothing in my way. I love
Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Built Ford Tough. It's a commitment to providing you the capability, productivity, and the technology that you expect from Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 46 years straight. And now during Ford Truck Month, find out what a Built Ford Tough truck can do for you. This is Ford Truck Month, America.
A convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous.
Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
Hey, if you're a boss, it's time to show your workers a little recognition.
And if you're a worker, it's time to remember just how valuable you are. Today is National Employee Appreciation Day, observed every year on the first Friday in March. The purpose is to honor and recognize workers across all industries. According to the National Day calendar, National Employee Appreciation Day started back in 1995.
I can hear somebody out there saying, well, we show our appreciation every 2 weeks on Friday when you get paid. Right? No, I don't know.
Sometimes a little bit more is okay, right?
Kelly, how long have you been doing this?
Weather?
Yeah.
25 years.
25. Have you ever gotten employee appreciation?
I think I have. I think I actually have. Now that I think about it, I think someone, one of the managers
like
brought in treats.
Once out of 1 in 25.
It might have been this day. I can't remember. I didn't even know it was a day. Maybe I don't know. But
I don't know, maybe it'll pick up steam now that there is more of a movement to take care of your employees and treat them well so you can keep them and they don't go looking for another job.
Maybe folks are watching this morning, bring some donuts, some coffee to the employees today.
Show them they're
appreciated.
All right, Kelly Slifka, what do you got for us?
Right now, it's a little bit cool this morning with the temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30, but we're looking at some clouds throughout the day. Temperatures climbing in the 40s, though. It looks like that storm's staying to our south.
If you don't hear it today, Kelly, we appreciate you.
Love you.
We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LINX procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life and the burning is gone.
Chicago. Celebrating 25 years of Broadway razzle-dazzle. The Associated Press calls Chicago the most entertaining musical of the decade. Paint the town again with Chicago the Musical.
At Overture, March 21st through 26th. Tickets at overture.org.
Extremist Dan Kelly wants abortion banned, even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. For years, Kelly was on the payroll of a radical anti-abortion group working to take away women's rights. On the court, Kelly will uphold Wisconsin's 1849 criminal abortion ban that strips women of their freedom to make personal decisions on abortion. Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
You've got places to be, things to do, goals to crush. So at Basecamp Fitness, we pack 50 minutes worth of calorie burn into just 35. How do we do it? By switching between 60-second intervals of air bike cardio and strength training to keep the workout and your progress moving forward fast, no matter what level you're at. Take a free class, join, and get a $100 Lululemon gift card through March 31st. Visit any of our 3 Madison locations or basecampfitness.com.
The Big Share and Online Day of Giving is March 7th. Advance social and environmental justice by supporting the nearly 70 nonprofit members of Community Shares of Wisconsin. Even a $5 donation can make change happen. Donate now through March 7th at thebigshare.org.
Your roofing and siding have taken a beating this winter, but good news, it's Feldco season.
Feldco season. It means 40% off roofing and siding with no money down, no payments, and no interest until 2024, so you can upgrade those weather-worn eyesores without breaking the bank. It also means fast, so your home will look its best for the warmer weather ahead. It's the season of home renewal. It's Feldco season.
This offer won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and you'll have access to the News 3 Now newsroom in the palm of your hand.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
This modest tuition increase will help our universities continue to provide students with a world-class education.
This morning, bumping up the cost of tuition. The UW system president is proposing the first rate hike in a decade.
Plus, anti-theft upgrade, how to get that simple fix that will keep thieves from stealing cars that are easy targets.
Temperatures this morning starting just below freezing for most, but we got a near miss with the storm system passing to our south.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Bretter alongside Kelly Slifka. I think we deserved that near miss from that storm.
You know, every week it's just been bam, bam, bam,
yeah,
bam.
Finally a Thursday without any precipitation.
Well,
okay, so we had
just a
little
bit.
Trade. Just a little skiff.
Just enough to muck everything up. But yeah, we thankfully are going to be staying dry today. The storm is going to be passing to our south. And we're just going to see some clouds, a little bit of a wind picking up as we get into the afternoon. But once again, dry today. Temperatures right now starting out near 30. A little bit of a wind out of the east, still 5 to 10, not too much. But it will be picking up and switching around to the northeast as we go in the afternoon hours. So dry right through tomorrow morning. And as we look through tomorrow afternoon, this is where we're going to have to deal with a little bit of rain shower activity moving through Saturday afternoon. Won't last too long. It should be pretty light. Mild weather with temperatures this weekend well into the 40s. So we'll look at mostly cloudy skies as we get into the late afternoon hours. Some of these clouds trying to thin out. These will be some high, thin cirrus clouds, especially out west. Temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s today. Noticing that wind switching around to the north as that storm stays to our south. So traveling about, no problems. Mostly cloudy skies this morning into the afternoon. Temperatures headed into the low 40s. It does turn cooler next week. We'll take a look at that first warn forecast coming up.
Kelly, thank you. Stay on top of the weekend forecast by downloading the First Warn weather app. Search WISC weather in your app store. Now back to that breaking news this morning. The Fort Atkinson Fire Department says they rescued one person last night that had fallen through the ice. Around 9 o'clock, Fort Atkinson Fire was called to Lake Koshkonong for a report of two people falling through the ice. When they arrived, one person had already pulled themselves out. The department says that both people are okay this morning.
New this morning, Belleville police say that a child walking home from school found a gun. Police say the child immediately knew what to do when they found the gun, though. They told their parents, who then alerted police. The gun was recovered without incident, and it's possible, police tell us, the gun's related to another incident that remains under investigation. Belleville police praise the child's quick thinking. Police want to make sure that parents listening, though, this morning talk to their kids about gun safety and remind them that kids should never pick up any type of weapon they find in the open. Like many departments, Belleville Police offers up free gun locks to anyone who needs them.
Continuing coverage now on how drivers can keep thieves from stealing their cars. Pay attention if you have a Kia or Hyundai especially, which are the most targeted right now. An important software upgrade is available for certain models newer than 2011. What you'll need to do is take it to a dealer to have them install the software. It fixes a major defect. Thieves have figured out how to steal certain models without ever needing a key.
Like, I believe we had more than 25% of stolen cars in the summer of 2022 that had keys inside. They're called crimes of opportunity for a reason, because they're easy to commit, take a matter of seconds, and then you are kind of left with dealing with that aftermath.
Madison police saw a 270% increase in stolen Hyundais and Kias between the summer of 2021 and last year.
Now to some new information about ballot applications. Our station's gotten a lot of calls and emails about this. A nonprofit group, the Center for Voter Information, is blaming a printing error for a number of residents receiving mail ballot applications with incorrect information. The group says the company's quality control sensors experienced an electrical failure. Only mail-in ballots, though, were included with this error. None of the mailings included ballots, though. If you're unsure, you can check your registration status and whether you have an absentee ballot request at myvote.wi.gov.
The case against a Beloit man charged with murdering a woman could move forward today. Tyrone Young admits he shot Sifiana Busar, but claims she shot him first. Young called 911 and had a gunshot wound to the shoulder. 5 children were in the home at the time. Court records show the two were in a messy custody battle. Young faces 6 felony counts, including first-degree intentional homicide. He has a preliminary hearing this morning.
We're still waiting on an update from Madison police this morning about that fatal crash that shut down Gammon Road yesterday afternoon. 1 person is dead, 2 others were seriously injured. So far, we don't know what led up to that crash or who the victims are, but be sure to stay with News 3 Now and channel3000.com as we learn more.
Looking ahead now at 6:34, the tuition bill for UW students could be getting higher. The UW system president wants a 5% increase. This would mark the first time in roughly a decade the UW has seen a tuition increase. System President Jay Rothman estimates the tuition would raise about $38 million annually. Most of it would go to cover 4% system pay increases in each of the next 2 fiscal years. Rothman will take his plan to the regents for their approval at the next meeting.
This modest tuition increase will help our universities continue to provide students with a world-class education, produce the talent that Wisconsin's workforce needs to succeed, and spark innovation and vitality in our communities.
The amount of increase will vary depending on campus and on a student's workload, but based on an estimate, UW-Madison could see increases for students of more than $500 for in-state and close to $2,000 for out-of-state students.
Well, get this. 1 in 10 Americans believe a zombie apocalypse is inevitable. Half of those people believe it's coming within the next 30 years. Wisconsin ranks 25th in the nation for zombie preparedness. Wyoming's at the top of that list. During the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, Google saw a 2,000% increase in searches for preparing for a zombie apocalypse. There is 0% chance, folks, of zombies existing outside of your favorite end of the world show.
What I want to know is, how do you be prepared for this anyways? I don't really know.
I don't want to know.
We don't need to know.
And anytime we run zombie footage, it's always like, what were those called? The flash dance? Flash mobs.
Flash mobs.
It's flash mobs when they're all doing
Thriller.
Doing Thriller. It's every zombie video, every TV station in the country shows when talking about zombies. What else do we have, though, I guess?
I know. 6:36 is your time. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside. We made it to Friday. The weekend is upon us. And hey, some more good news. The timing is right. We've got another mild weekend on tap for southern Wisconsin. We're tracking temperatures in the 40s. Kelly's going to tell us when we can expect rain and snow in the forecast again, coming up right after.
The ultimate appliance sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get top appliance brands like this Whirlpool range with air fry for only $17 per month. Plus special financing for 5 years and delivery in 3 days or less at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
Here at Precision, we know cold.
Springs definitely hate it.
There's no really a good time to tell when the spring's gonna break, it just breaks.
Fixing garage doors is what we do here at Precision. We get in, we get out, and we leave you with a quality repair.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Share your love of the game with a surprise move. Kinder Joy. A yummy treat. And an all-star lineup of NBA mascot toys for your favorite fan. Kinder Joy.
There are moments in life, special moments, moments to share, moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It's the ultimate sale going on now at Ashley. Fill your room for as little as $21 a month. Plus delivery in 3 days or less. And special financing for 5 years with no money down. Happening now at Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress retailer.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, where you'll find out first with Madison's certified most accurate forecast.
Look for just a bit of a drop in temperatures for the latter part of the week.
Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day.
So when you're waking up for tomorrow morning, be prepared for slick spots.
And alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, Madison's certified most accurate team, keeping you ahead of the storms. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, 640. Happening tonight, the Latino Art Fair is back for its 9th year. It's happening at the Overture Center. It's a celebration of Latino art and culture featuring artists from throughout South Central Wisconsin. It includes their paintings, photos, pottery, and music. There will be a performance by Eric De Los Santos. It runs from 5:30 to 7:30 and is free to attend.
A U.S. Army sergeant and his family are right at home in Windsor this morning. They were surprised yesterday with a brand new mortgage-free home. Sergeant Torrey Honda, look at him here. He served the Army for almost 7 years and was involved in combat in Afghanistan and Iraq, 4 different tours of duty. Now medically retired from service, Honda, his wife Maricela, and 2 kids, they were looking for a more tranquil place to live after being in a loud and crowded city. The life-changing surprise came courtesy of Operation Finally Home, along with Tim O'Brien Homes and the Structural Building Components Association.
I want to thank, like I said, everybody here, Tim O'Brien, Operation Finally Home, SPCA, all of them. I want to just thank everybody. I really have no words to describe it.
Moving forward, Honda would like to work as a gunsmith and to teach handgun classes.
Right now, the DNR wants to remind the public that with March's warmer temperatures and spring showers moving in, the ice cover is moving out. The lake ice that supported vehicles, ice shanties, and snowmobiles is becoming a lot more unreliable and dangerous with the fluctuation in temperatures. If you choose to get your last-minute ice fishing in this season, we do have some advice to help keep you safe. Always carry a cell phone and let people know where you are going and what time you'll be leaving. It may be uncomfortable, but wear a life jacket as well as proper clothing to stay afloat and warm if you go through. Carry a few spikes and rope in an easily accessible pocket to help pull yourself or others out of the ice. It's also a good idea to have a spud bar to check the ice depth when you're in new areas. If you do fall in, remain calm, call for help, and try to use rope or something similar to be pulled out. And never travel in unfamiliar areas or at night on the ice.
And good information there, especially this time of year. We just had those 2 people fall through in Lake Koshkagong. So let's get to Kelly Slipke here this morning. He's got 3 things for us to know. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, the ice definitely has been thinning because we've been mild. Even the overnight lows haven't been that cold. We have dropped below freezing this morning, but in general, we're expecting mild temperatures. Storm system that was going to get close to us looks like it's going to be further south, so will not be affecting southern Wisconsin other than a bit of a wind today. It's going to be mild with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s this weekend. There is a weak system that'll be moving in from the west that may produce some scattered light showers tomorrow. So here's that storm. Right now it's over the mid-Mississippi Valley, spreading rain mainly. It's a warm system. See some of this starting to change over to some snow as it runs into some cooler air this morning toward the Chicago area, mainly the southern suburbs. It looks like for the most part, downtown Chicago should be okay. It's the southern suburbs, and that'll be spreading into Indiana and Michigan, while we'll just see some clouds with that system. So little effect from that storm system, as it's just going to be too far to our south and really actually kind of warm with mainly just some rain. Some of it's trying to change over to some snow on the back side of it. This is the system that we'll watch for Saturday. It'll move in from the west and bring us some light showers. It's going to weaken as it stumbles across the Rockies. So tomorrow we do have the chance of some scattered light showers moving in during the afternoon, but it should be mainly rain simply because we'll be so warm in the mid-40s, upper 40s on Sunday. May see a few peaks of sun. I think that rain will hold off until Sunday night, and it will be rain with temperatures in the 40s. 30 right now in Madison, 29 in the Dells, 30 in Juneau, 32 in Janesville, upper 20s to around 30 across most of Dane County, 29 in Mount Horeb, and also across Plains, 30 in Oregon. So mostly cloudy skies. Some of these clouds trying to thin out off to the west as we go in the afternoon hours. That wind will be picking up out of the northeast. Saturday, we're looking at that rain shower chance moving in during the afternoon hours. It'll be in and out fairly quickly. By the evening, we'll actually start to see some skies clearing. Now, we've been enjoying above average temperatures, but it looks like next week we are expecting below average temperatures across much of the country. First warn forecast 42 today. The weekend, pretty decent. It looks like Saturday we'll have that chance of some scattered showers. It looks like Sunday that rain will hold off until night, and it will be warm enough with that it is expected to be rain into early next week. Then temperatures tumble below average into the 30s next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. We have a program alert for you this morning. The UW women's hockey team will be on television Wisconsin this afternoon for the WCHA semifinals. The team will be taking on Minnesota at 5 p.m. The winner of that game will advance to the finals to face the winner of Ohio State and Minnesota Duluth, which will also be televised at 1 this afternoon. To find Television Wisconsin, just go to channel 3.2 over the air or channel 14 on DirecTV and Spectrum. Time now to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 this morning. Girl Scout cookie season is officially upon us. The Badgerland Girl Scouts stopped by our studios to give us a little taste of what Wisconsinites can expect starting tomorrow. Well, it is cookie time. The moment we've been waiting for is just 1 day away. We're talking about Girl Scout cookie season, of course. And this morning, Lori and Corinne are joining us. Lori, I want to start with you. You're with the Badgerland Girl Scouts, of course. I mean, Girl Scout cookie season is exciting every time of the year, but this year just feels different. There's a lot of excitement and buildup already.
Yeah, this is really an exciting time for our Girl Scouts. They're really getting to have a platform through the cookie season to be cookie entrepreneurs, cookie bosses, and lead their own cookie businesses. When you connect with a Girl Scout out in the community in just a few short days, she's going to be really excited to tell you a lot about what she's been up to.
Corinne, you're one of those. You're with Troop 8029 of Madison. So you've been a Girl Scout for 4 years. What are you most excited about for cookie season?
What I'm most excited about is getting to talk with the customers and spending time with my troop.
It really is about you getting out into the community, right? And just being there and being able to relate with cookies, right? You know, Lori, talk about how this is really setting them up for success, too, because this is only one portion of the entire year for you guys.
Yeah, so Girl Scout cookie season is obviously the 5th honorary season of the year. It's squeezed right in between winter and spring, so it's a big season. And for our Girl Scouts, it's a part of their Girl Scout year. When you're out in the community over the next few weeks, you're going to see a lot of Girl Scouts, and they're going to be talking about their service projects and their excitement for the programs that they've attended. They're also going to talk about what's up next for them, which is summer camp. And a lot of them are going to be sporting a lot of their great badges and patches on their vest, and they're excited to tell you how they earned those badges and patches.
Yeah, Corinne, talk a little bit about that. You know, what are some of the things that you've been able to do?
Okay, so I got to earn the Scribe badge, where we got to have a local author, Huckleberry Roar, come and teach us what it's like to be an author, and then we got to write stories of our own.
That is so cool. So, I mean, that's just one example, really, of all the things that they get to do. And this is just a way for them to be able to, you know, get those experiences.
Yeah, the cookie program really funds the Girl Scouts experience for the year. And we have all kinds of Girl Scouts that set their goals really high because they want to experience so many things through Girl Scouting.
All right, so if people are interested, anything new and anything different that they need to know this year?
Well, this year they can get some information about signing their girl up at a cookie booth if they'd like to. They can also try the last season's new Adventureful, and we have all kinds of girls out at booths near and far throughout the reach, and certainly there are opportunities to connect with girls at your own doorstep.
All right, well, Corinne and Lori, thank you so much for being here. Let's throw the information up on the screen right now. Again, Girl Scout cookie season begins on Saturday. It runs for 6 weeks. Those regular boxes are $5. Gluten-free options are $6. We'll have all of this up on channel3000.com. So looking at the numbers, last year Corinne sold over 1,000 boxes in the cookie sales. She's hoping to top that number this year.
And $5 a box, that is a lot of money for a great cause.
All for a good cause. And of course, they left us some treats here too. We've been digging in all morning. Look at that, the little cute bag that we've got there. It's cookie time. And we've got all of the options out here too. We've already downed one box this morning. That's
you know, I'm glad to see that inflation hasn't hit the Girl Scout cookies?
This year, I think,
$5,
was
I
it
think
last year that they had to increase up? It used to be $4. I can't remember what year they had to up that number.
That's not too bad.
It's not bad. It's worth it. And
$5 for a box like this?
Something that only comes one time a year, too. So I was happy you're digging into that because I want one of those.
It's been a long time since I've had a Caramel Delight.
So and it depends.
It hasn't been in the freezer or the fridge.
Yes, I know. That's when it's the best. But I think these were the ones that have been considered Samoas in the past, too. It kind of depends on where you're at, I think, with where you're getting these Badgerland Caramel Delights. But, oh, they're so good.
Better than I remember. I did it backwards again. I took the bite, and now I've got it tossed away.
It's because you get so excited. This is what you see every day in the 608.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. All right, coming up in the morning sprint, some good news for the labor market.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Everybody wants a wider smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, just you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth. Let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the stain out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs today and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Get 11% off your next remodel with new cabinetry from Menards. Cardell cabinets come ready to install and feature a modern look that will surely add elegance to any room. Right now, all Cardell cabinets are 11% off. Continue your renovations with Shaw Flooring. We stock a huge selection of durable laminate flooring, luxurious carpet, and waterproof vinyl plank. Timber Ridge vinyl plank flooring is only $279 per square foot. After 11% off, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A free class at Base Camp Fitness. Join and get a $100 Lululemon gift card.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
And we start with some breaking news in Fort Atkinson this morning. The fire department there says that they rescued a person last night that had fallen through the ice. Around 9 o'clock, Fort Atkinson police were called to Lake Koshkonong for a report of 2 people falling through. When they got there, the one person had already pulled themselves out. The department says that both people are okay this morning.
Sentencing is set this morning for Alex Murdaugh. It took a jury just 3 hours to find the disgraced South Carolina attorney guilty in the double murder of his wife and son. The trial lasted more than 6 weeks. The case had been circumstantial. Investigators never found the murder weapons or bloody clothing, and there were no eyewitnesses.
We are hoping to get some more information today about that deadly crash on Gammon Road. 1 person killed yesterday, 2 others injured. So far, we don't know what led up to the crash or who the victims are. Stay with News 3 Now and Channel3000.com for updates.
Wisconsin ranks as the 3rd least distracted state in the nation. 33% of residents can only last a few minutes before they reach for their phones, but more than half say they have never looked at their phones while crossing the street, although the other half say they bring their phones into the bathroom with them.
Around 96% of Americans plan on traveling this spring into the summer. Half of all people say they'll spend more than they did last year. Inflation's still a big issue, though, with consumers, as 66% of people plan to scale back their travel plans.
Good news for the labor market this morning. Weekly jobless numbers dropped again this week. According to the Department of Labor, first-time claims for unemployment insurance ticked down to 190,000. That's 2,000 fewer claims from the previous week. These numbers also beat economists' expectations. Despite a slew of layoffs in tech, media, and the mortgage industry, the U.S. labor market appears robust. There's almost 2 jobs available per job seeker.
Check this out. Some folks in Minnesota taking advantage of the last days of winter in solid ice. Residents in Long Prairie say, why head to a bowling alley when you can do it on the ice? Locals plow 60-foot lanes, and instead of pins, they drill holes in the ice. If your ball lands in the hole, you drink. I'm kidding. You get points. Talk about finding something to do in the winter, huh?
I would say that'd be more of a Wisconsin story if that was the case. But
all right. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning. We are looking at some chilly temperatures this morning. We're looking at the weekend, though. Looks pretty nice. Saturday, mainly dry in the morning hours, but in the afternoon, can't rule out some scattered light rain showers moving in. And it's warm enough that it will be rain. 47 on Sunday. The day should be dry. May actually see some sun. Starting out at 31, we're actually climbing a little bit here in Madison. 34 in Janesville, 29 currently in the Dells. Clouds are pretty much dominant throughout the morning hours. They may try to thin out as we get in the afternoon hours, especially areas to the west. Just some high, thin cirrus clouds may filter out some of that sun going into the afternoon as temperatures climb in the low 40s. So we're looking at mostly cloudy sky, but yes, it's going to be dry on this Friday, and it looks like generally dry tomorrow morning, but some scattered showers developing in the afternoon. Sunday looks pretty nice, 47. I think that rain, yes, rain will hold off until Sunday night into Monday. It does turn a little bit cooler with 30s, it looks like, by the middle and later part of next week.
I love that squirrel behind that extended day forecast.
Makes me feel that spring is right around the corner. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you Monday.